Field in Pittsburgh. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He finds an opening past the 40. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by a man who's taken a long and courageous road back to the NFL, their veteran quarterback, Alex Smith.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff...
And oh, right away, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Washington, nothing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a dump off here complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it back to the house. A final recovery for a Steelers score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A lot of Talked this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
The 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. Flushed, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 9, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Pittsburgh. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Throwing again is Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
their own 12-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Shreds the tackle. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Come on now.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor.
Ready for us.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.